it's always good to win. After some wins, you obviously feel better than others. But I thought we had some nice contributions. Obviously, TJ had an outstanding game, pretty much in every facet. I thought EC was strong. I thought the family was better, more active, and and I thought. And I thought Jarrell was, I thought Jarrell and Biggie had their moments as well. Excluding those guys, I think we have a lot of things we've got to get better at. With the rest of the guys on the rotation. But when you're coming off 15 wins in 2 years, to get your 4th win here in November, we feel pretty good about that.
In the second half, you guys shoot 64%. You just couldn't shake them, obviously, defensively. They just kept hanging in the second half. Just talk about your half-court defense.
We chatted, listen, I played against Hurley when Hurley was at Mount, and I was at Wagner. He was a good player there, and he had a great game. I thought we did a very good job, on the 2 other perimeter players, Williams and BJ. Both, there are others, who haven't been productive. I thought our forward defense was embarrassing, and we allowed guys that hadn't been real productive coming in to be factors in the game. And it was good enough today. It certainly won't be good enough on Monday.
TJ, there's one play, I think maybe just inside 2 minutes, you get an offensive rebound off of a free throw and get fouled. Could you sense that today was a day where energy play was important? You guys just couldn't get it into gear,
Yeah, I knew. I knew I was going to have to bring some energy to the game. Just how slow the start we got up to. So I was telling the other guys on the bench, we got to bring some energy, we got to bring some life to this game. And I knew just going out, bringing a couple hustle plays, maybe diving on the floor, or just getting the guys excited, it can boost us and get us going.
Coach, you had 5 different players contribute on that 14-0 run in the first half. Is that how you envision the offense being a little bit more well-balanced this year?
It should be. It absolutely should be. If we're going to be better, I've said this before. We've got to get. We've got to get our better players playing at a higher level, becoming more efficient. But I think this year, as opposed to last year, games like this where Xavier struggled offensively, we had very little chance to win. To get, almost, we had 11, we had a 15, we had a 16, and we had 3 guys with 9. Basically had 6 guys in double figures. For what that's worth, got more options. And actually, our rebounding at times was a fiasco, especially the second half.
Is he still, bothered a little bit, fight, or is he just you had talked maybe 3 weeks ago that you're concerned about rust, further transfers. Can you point anything out there?
He's closer to healthy. Mm-hmm. I think it's the healthiest he's been in a couple of weeks. I think it's just, it's now maybe confidence thing, maybe needing a breakthrough game, needing a big game. He's a guy that plays with a lot of energy, and there was some things that went on. The layup at the end of the first half where Biggie found him for a dump off and usually takes up and dunks. And just right now, I think he just seems a little tentative, like he's protecting himself out there. Just needs to kind of let it go and play like his hair's on fire. That's who he's always been. Seems a little tame right now.
Without George and without Mike in the front court, you've got to experiment a little bit with the lineup with some small combinations. Can you talk about that process right now?
Yeah, I don't think this is what we imagined. Obviously coming in to deal with those 2 situations in particular. I think it's going to, obviously force us to change our style. The problem becomes, because we're playing so many games in a short amount of time, you don't have the practice time to teach a different philosophy. You probably need 3 days, 4 days to try to, install a new style. We'll do the best we can, just to try to get through these next 2 games, Monday, Tuesday, and then, we have a little bit of time to prepare for George Mason.
TJ, you know that you guys are going to be out there with some smaller lineups. You're going to be guarding some different type of guys. Just talk about as players, how you adjust that.
We know when we go to 4 guards, we're gonna have to guard sometimes a bigger person, a bigger player, but we just know we just gotta be tough. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing we're working on as a team and coming together and being tough as a unit. And I feel like once we come tough as a unit, we'll be a very good team.
Anything else for Coach or TJ?
What can you say about Asheville? Have you looked at them at all? Obviously, people here don't know what they're all about.
Yeah, well-coached team, real good point guard play. Not sure if the Duke game, played at Duke, I believe, very competitive in the game. That's we come out and perform the way we perform tonight. We won't have much hope. We've got to. We got to use tomorrow to really have great preparation. Look at some things. We've got to be able to start the game better, start the game faster. To be have 2 points in the first media. I think we locked it 2-2. We have not been a fast starting team. That's something that we obviously need to look at rotationally, and maybe come up with a new plan coming into what's going to be a very, very difficult game for us on Monday.
Coach, any timetable on Naaman? I know there's not a lot of precedent on coming back from a appendectomy.
I think it's that is a total, from what I understand, it's a pain tolerance type of situation. I think you're looking at a maximum time of about 2 weeks, from when Mike had that procedure done. Well, or anywhere from slightly before that, slightly after that, and certainly his presence will be welcome back because Mike's been a productive player for us. I think we need his grittiness and toughness because that's something that right now we're not exhibiting for 40 minutes.